Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn English by Sam. I'm Sam, and today I've got a fun and simple story for you. Something that could really happen in real life. After the story, we're gonna look at some useful expressions and phrases from it. We will talk about their meanings, give examples, and even practice repeating them together just like in a real class. So get ready, listen carefully, and let's improve your English step by step. Ready? Let's jump into the story. Tom's crazy trip to the airport. It was Monday morning. Tom was flying to New York. His flight was at 11 a.m. He booked a taxi for 7:30. That's enough time, he thought. At 7:30, Tom stood by the window. He looked for the taxi. No car. He waited. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Still no taxi. Where's the driver? Tom said. He checked his phone again and again. Finally, at 7:48, the taxi arrived, driven by a man named Dave, who looked like he would rather be doing anything but driving today. Morning, Tom said, trying to stay polite. Dave grunted in response and drove like a sleepy turtle. Tom watched the time nervously. At this rate, he'd arrive at the airport by lunchtime tomorrow. Oh, could you go a bit faster? Tom asked as gently as possible. The driver didn't answer. They got to the airport at 9:55. Tom jumped out of the car and ran inside with his suitcase. He asked the security guard, "Where's the flight to New York?" "Terminal 2," the guard said and pointed to a long hallway. Tom started running. He passed many people. He almost hit a child with an ice cream. He stepped on his own shoelace, but he didn't stop. At the security check, a woman asked, "Do you have liquids in your bag?" "No." "Oh, wait, I have toothpaste. Is that a liquid?" They took his toothpaste. Then he had to take off his shoes, his belt, and take out his laptop. He was very hot and very nervous. Finally, he ran to the gate. It was 10:57. The sign said, "Final call." He showed his boarding pass. The lady scanned it. Beep! He was allowed in. Tom walked onto the plane and sat down. He was very tired and sweating. The plane took off. Tom looked at the man sitting next to him. Tom said, "You won't believe my morning." The man smiled and said, "I missed my flight." "This is the next one." Tom laughed. "At least I didn't miss mine." All right, now it's time to learn some useful words and expressions from the story. That's how we're gonna do it. I will read the phrase, explain it, give an example, and then you will repeat it after me. Ready? Let's go. That's enough time. I think I have plenty of time. Example, I left home at 7. That's enough time to catch the bus. Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. That's enough time. Grunt. made a low sound, usually to show disinterest or annoyance. Example, he just grunted instead of replying. Now it's your turn to repeat grunt. Drive like a sleepy turtle. Drive very slowly. Example, the bus drove like a sleepy turtle and we were late. Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. Drive like a sleepy turtle. At this rate, if things continue this way. Example, at this rate, we will never finish on time. Now it's your turn to repeat after me. At this rate. Could you go a bit faster? A polite way to ask someone to hurry up. Example, we're late. Could you go a bit faster? Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. Could you go a bit faster? Jump out of the car. Get out of the car quickly. Example, she jumped out of the car and ran inside. Now repeat after me. Jump out of the car. Final call. The last chance to get on the plane. Example, I heard the final call and ran to the gate. Repeat after me. Final call. Be allowed in. Permission to enter. Example, she was allowed in after she showed her ID. Now repeat after me. Be allowed in. You won't believe my morning. A way to start a story about something crazy or surprising. Example, you won't believe what happened at work today. Now repeat after me. You won't believe my morning. At least. You say this when something bad almost happened, but didn't. Example, I was late, but at least I didn't miss the bus. Now repeat after me. At least. That's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned something new. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends who are learning English too. And if you want more stories like this, let me know in the comments. See you next time and keep practicing English every day.